like this? Should he wear a tie sweater combination like at Disney World?
Yes, well, you know.
What good can come of this for Mitt Romney? He's going in as a loser, right? All the cards. There's no doing that, telling on Mitt Romney, right? When he says dumb things behind closed doors. Matt, shouldn't they meet in new
country on the right track? But I think people hate this kind of stuff in a way because these politicians kill each other, basically rip each other's faces off the whole election season. We all feel like we're on opposing teams duking it out, and then they sit and they wine and dine each other. So I think people feel a little agitated sometimes when this kind of stuff happens.
I'm with you. Isn't there a myth that the American people want
Been a long time, yeah. We should do lunch sometime. Yeah, definitely lunch. But they never go to waste on time on both their houses.
Did Al Gore lunch with George W.
Instruction. And we hope
to give instruction to the president. Rich people telling us how much tax. Berkshire took all this stimulus money?
Absolutely creepy. He should have said that in a Russian or a German accent, I think. That morale will start improving.
Come on, do you fall for this this grandpa act?
No, I mean, and he knows darn well that our system is already progressive. The top 10% of income earners pay about 70% of all taxes. He's only interested in punishing success if it doesn't pertain to him, if it doesn't pertain to his cronies, if it doesn't pertain to people who benefit from comfy relationships with the Obama administration. And it's really insulting to middle-class workers to say you need some income wealth redistribution from other people in order to have your morale boosted. No, these people are perfectly capable of earning their own money if the government would get out of the way and deregulate and put forth all these policies that help them. These are capable, competent people that don't need his money. If he wants to pay more in taxes, there's a little line he can fill in that he can pay more in taxes. But that government
is there a line?
Wasting
you can just pay
our
more?
money.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a line for paying less?
No.
No. You got to elect Republicans. That's
I
what
don't
the
make
line
enough
is.
money to pay taxes.
Speaking of which, Bill, you make most of your money. So you want to go back to the Clinton?
Well, who took those apples? Wouldn't. We'll have to see.
All right. Well, now let's not gang up on Bill.
John, what do you think it looks like?
All right. Hey,
John, look, I want to get your opinion on this because you should she get away with this?
Leave it to the ACLU. They normally get out there and say, take those things down. You can't do that.
What if they had a shepherd,
Hey, look, the young kids aren't going to know what it is. The older kids...
That's a good point. Okay, I don't want to make fun of the cooks and the kids. See, I'm learning.
Yeah.
Would you like to live next to this woman?
Absolutely. American hero through and through. I hope that...
We tried to send it to you today.
No,
Does it come... She's on all these little girls with dolls that scares us
Well,
so
it
much.
is scary, but I feel terrible saying this, but I really like it. I think this is hysterical. I love horror movies. I'm the type of person that would go into this and actually enjoy it. You can sort of stick me in the haunted mansions and have people chase me around. So I think this is hysterical. I really like it. But on a serious note, what if somebody got a heart attack or an anxiety attack or something? Could they, I hope Andy Levy's listening, could they sue this place?
I don't
Suspected.
Lawyers do not sue in Brazil. They would pan down and I would have a growing wet spot right on the old crotch.
You would have.
I would pushed it, so it wasn't my fault.
So,
Remember that trading scene in the beach, slow-mo?
Different movie. Jedediah, I agree with you. Of course, Romney has to go to this lunch. My question is, though, is there any way that while he's at the lunch, he can impeach Obama?
Of course.
Yeah, and if he can't figure it out,
Yeah.
I've got the tips. But I can't say them on air because it's secret, but...
Okay, but legally, is there any way legally? I mean, that would be, you know...
Don't worry about the law, Andy, on this one. I got it. I got it covered.
That was a Kissinger-esque response. Bill, I agree that these two guys legit don't like each other.
yeah.
John, you said Obama can use some instruction. Buffett says raising taxes on the rich will help the morale of the middle class. Matt, you said there's something creepy about a rich guy. John, I agree that this is absurd, but what about this, though? If you want to make people feel better, stop talking about the tax rate and start talking about the actual amount of money people pay in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Doesn't that make sense? Because rich people pay more taxes. You know, even if you had a flat tax, which we probably should have something like that, you still have, if you stop saying, oh, well, they're paying the same tax rate as you, well, who cares? If someone made $5 million, they're paying a lot more in taxes than someone who made $50,000.
Especially when people...
Jedediah, I love horror movies too, but you are a sick person for liking it.
Sorry, I know.
That's just wrong.
I'm sorry, but I know if I do watch so many horror movies that if I was in that situation, I probably would have known it was a prank because it's too fitting. I'm sorry, there's something wrong with me.
See, I watch so many horror movies, I would have known that was real. That's the problem. Just lastly, Bill, your whole rant about the doll was stupid. The doll doesn't need to.
A fan of big, burly football players who are on stimulants. Tell me, where do you stand on this debate?
Wrong already. I'm a fan of little skinny nerds, actually.
Hello.
Yeah.
And you like the horror scene in the elevator?
I know, there's something wrong with me. I already admitted it. What can I say? But you know, I hate these guys that do this.
I mean, if they're not going to take Adderall, they're going to take something else. Am I right? It's the same thing with steroids. I mean, it's just to get back to his normal, healthy 28. It's just repairing.
Adderall. Can we just
Exactly.
We're talking about Adderall.
It is true.
It's totally true.
You're saying he takes Adderall.
Did I say this on TV? We're not taking this.
Clinton has learned from him.
Absolutely.
Use email at all, and how are the computer classes coming?
No. They take it and they just go.
Once again, another. I don't even know what that means, but I don't even. It comes sliding back down. That's never going to happen. John, what do you think of this guy?
Let's come up with something.
When I went into the doctors to get my 70s, I'm still angry about
That is kind of cruel, actually.
That's mean.
Were you in an elevator?
No. Maybe in terms of inflation, 500 grand is not going to be that much to go to Mars.
Maybe, but I mean, what's going to be enticing on the moon? I need to know what's there in order to decide if I want
You mean
The moon or
Mars?
Mars?
I mean, I'm so. Oh, well,
These guys are talking Mars.
We're talking Mars. Well, Mars interests me less than the moon. The moon is sort of romantic and
Full of cheese.
I kind of, I've been reading about that in romance novels for a long time. The moon. I've been writing my poetry about it, so I'm going to go with the moon. But Mars.
It's not.
Volume full of Jedediah's poetry about the moon. How little I want to go to Mars.
That's not nice.
Well, one of the other absurd things about this, he wants 80,000 people up there living, and I think somebody is kind of
There's 7 billion people on the planet now. There's 80,000.
Welch and John Gibson. That does it for me. I'm Tom Shalhoub.